There we go. That's good quality.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Just follow me.
Okay. Ain't all right.
You got your commercial in your media one or media two?
We already got everything loaded.
All right.
We'll bring in the intro first. How long? We got 10 more seconds. Don't have too much.
And welcome to Socrates Garrett Live. We're broadcasting live from right here in Jackson, Mississippi, in the heart of the Deep South. You know, Mississippi is my hometown. You know, I was born here in Madison County, up on the east side of Madison County, where most of the poverty in that area resides, on that northeast corridor. I remember that my father, who was a civil rights advocate, was tremendously interested in bringing parity to the economics in Madison County, both at the east side and the southern part. I went to school up in Velma Jackson in Camden, Mississippi, which is still in Madison County, and it was a lot different than the schools that you see in the southern part of our state. And so we've had some issues for a long, long time on how we bring parity to everyone in this great state of Mississippi. Now, I call Mississippi a state, but in reality, it's more like a town, because everybody in Mississippi probably knows one another. We have less than 3 million people in the entire state of Mississippi. You can drive for miles and miles and miles and not see anyone. I'm often reminded when I'm in larger cities like Chicago or Miami, I get nervous because everywhere I turn, I bump into somebody because there's so many people there. We have less than 3 million people here. They have more people in Chicago than we have in the entire state of Mississippi. And let's not bring up New York and California. Don't even think about that. It's so overpopulated, in my opinion. But in Mississippi, we're blessed with the great weather. It's 85 degrees down here today. I have on short sleeve shirts, and it is absolutely beautiful outside. We have not had any rain for the last 45 days, so it's a little bit dry. So burn bans are everywhere you might look in our city. But we're expecting some rain sometime, much needed rain, sometime tomorrow. And this is almost November, and we're at 85 degrees. Now, you know, something is changing, something is happening in our universe, because we're not supposed to be at 85 degrees in November. That's not how the seasons are supposed to work. You know, God created a season for everything, including mankind. And we'll get into a little bit of that. But as we rebuild and our podcast studio and start to bring you more interesting guests from all across the world, you'll see some things that we've added to improve our content, our layout, and our design, and hopefully we will impress you enough to subscribe to our station. We need your assistance, and I want you to go to 800-492-5186 and give us a call. Let us know what you think about the program, and also support us by subscribing. Now, we're being seen in over 139 countries. We've been seen all over the world. So if you're watching us on YouTube, go to We Believe Digital Podcast on YouTube and like our programs, subscribe to our programs, and join this conversation. Now, if you're watching us on Facebook, it's We Believe Podcast there. And you can go there and join in the conversation with us as well. Now, we're not like most broadcast stations. We are a network and not a page. There are a lot of people that can get out on YouTube and they have their content. But us, we'll bring you diversification in content and methods and means, et cetera, et cetera. Now today, we're going to remote in the young lady that I've had the pleasure of meeting for the last 30 days or so, that I have found to be a tremendous person with a tremendous different approach and a way of thinking and looking at ideas and concepts. She's not from Mississippi, so I want you to welcome into our show remotely my friend and my new employee, Jackie. Jackie, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, Mr. Garrett.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Well, let's see. We may be having some technical difficulties getting her volume in and bringing her into the studio. So we'll try that just a little bit later, and I'll get a signal when she is able to join this program. But I'll continue. Now, Mississippi, you know, this is the political season. And just last night on We Believe, we had the privilege and pleasure. The Honorable Benjamin Hooks called us, Chavez called us and told us that we could pull the link in from the National Newspapers Association, their broadcasting network, and we brought you live the presentation from presidential candidate Kamala Harris. We also brought it to you on our We Believe Radio. That's right, WBLV Radio, right here in Jackson, Mississippi, playing some of the best music that you ever wanted to hear. So we're going to talk about politics and a few other things when we come back. But right now, we're getting ready to go to a commercial. I want you to stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The Mississippi Link is an African-American female-owned newspaper with a trusted voice that is highly respected throughout the city, state, and nation. Our motto, keepers of the knowledge for people who speak the truth, since 1993. Significantly.
Jackie didn't have a microphone connected to her computer, so that's why I tuned in a commercial really quickly. So Dre's fixing that right now, so you'll be able to talk to her in a second.
I see it.
Okay, you can hear me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
So the deal is now, I need to know when coming out of the commercial, and I'm going to go back live. Give me the countdown.
Testing. And now you're gonna be able to hear. We're gonna get you some headphones. You just plug your headphones.
Are you dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur, but you're not sure where? Are you dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur, but you're not sure where or how to start? At Entrepreneurs Academy 101, our online program will guide you step by step on how to start and grow your own business. We offer courses such as how to write a business plan, how to create a budget, and so much more. Our online training program is designed for you to learn at your own pace, and there's no set order to complete this program. Because our academy is online, you have the choice to learn with a group, with friends, or individually. Upon completion of the entire
We're getting this set up.
Mr. Garrett,
That's great.
in 5,
He said, turn your camera on. So we
It is on.
1.
yeah, put those on.
Welcome back to Socrates Garrett Live. Again, we're broadcasting
There you go.
live from right here in Jackson, Mississippi, in the heart of the Deep South. Mississippi, you know, we are ranked first in things that are bad and last in things that are good, but we're going to change all of that. And we're going to change that because we're going to have to diversify our population. We're going to have to bring in talent from other places. Sometimes you can grow your talent, sometimes you got to bring it in from other places. Now, Mississippi is 40% African American. We're over 40% of the population. And so, some might think that that's good, and I say that that's a population that we need to diversify. Now, I don't mean that we need fewer African Americans. I think we need to maintain the 40% in African Americans, but pick up a 10 to 15% of our population from our Hispanic community. And then we need to pick up some populations there. So in reality, we're diluting the Caucasian population, but that's okay, because a diverse population with a state with this kind of heritage could turn this place into an economic boom. Just think about Mississippi. We're the birthplace of the blues. Just think about all of the history and the museums that people from all over the world should be coming to Mississippi to talk about how it was back during the days of slavery and how it was that we all survived, and why is it that we have the largest population of mulattoes of any place in the world, and yet we were so divided. So maybe we weren't that divided at all. We have to talk about that. Now, speaking about diversity, I want to bring in a young lady, once again, that I've had the pleasure of meeting, that moved in here from other parts of the country. I'm not exactly sure where she's from, so she'll be able to tell us that when she joins this program. So welcome to Socrates Garrett Live, Jackie. How have you been?
Hi, Mr. Garrett. How are you?
You've been doing really good?
Yes, sir, I have.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to ask you to get your volume up a little bit so I can hear you a little bit better coming in here, or I may need a headphone to be able to hear her on my side as well, guys. So her volume is not coming
Can you hear me better?
to this podium. But Jackie, if you could tell us, our listening and viewing audience, a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and how long you've been in Mississippi.
Well, I'm originally from Miami, Florida. I was born and raised there. I moved to Colorado, lived there for about 10 years, and then I came to Mississippi about 4 months ago, and I've been in Mississippi for 4 months now.
Okay, so we're going to work through this. We still have some technical issues we got to resolve. And I promise you, Jack, I'll have you back on. And the next time that I go live, and I'll be able to hear you and have a conversation with you that I very much do. You may hear her, engineer, but I don't hear her. So that's an issue for me. All right, so Jackie, stay tuned. We'll get you back the next time we go live. Thank you now.
You're welcome.
Now, that's a young lady that I think is going to bring a tremendous amount of insight into our studio, into our podcast, based upon the places that she lived, the things that she's done, where she's worked, where she's from. I'm not exactly certain of her ethnicity, and I really don't care. I just know that talent coming into Mississippi is a wonderful, positive thing. And we're going to be trying to do more of that, including in this studio. So we look forward to having a great presentation from our Hispanic community, from our European community, from our Asian community, and we'll bring you all of that talent in here. Not only that, we'll bring you all of the other persuasions, whether you're a member of the NAACP, whether you're a conservative member, whether you're a member of the LGBT. We want to understand your ideas, your concepts, and things of that nature. Now, we're not going to keep you long here. Well, again, we're working out some things in order to bring you the kinds of show that you will look forward to hearing from every day. This is Socrates Garrett signing off. Y'all stay tuned and be very safe. Good evening.
That's why you can't hear her.